Good evening, I'm Kimilia and this is KiniNews. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for opposing South Africa's apartheid laws. Meanwhile, Najib was jailed for abuse of power, criminal breach of trust and money laundering. So apart from being jailed, Najib and Mandela share little in common. However, Najib's son believes they share many more similarities. Former Premier Najib Abdul Razak's son has compared his father's imprisonment to that of Nelson Mandela's experience. Mohd Nizar Najib said it was perhaps God's way of elevating his father to a higher level. He also said he was confident that the Pekan MP will emerge better after serving his jail time.
Itulah yang berlaku kepada Nabi Yusuf alaihissalam yang dipenjarakan atas tuduhan palsu. Apabila bebas, baginda diangkat sebagai menteri berkuasa lagi bijaksana di Mesir. Itulah yang berlaku kepada Nelson Mandela yang menentang kezaliman dasar apartheid. Apabila bebas, beliau diangkat sebagai Presiden Afrika Selatan yang berjaya menyatu padukan orang kulit putih dan bangsa Afrika di negaranya.
Nizar said this during his speech at the Solidarity for Najib event in Pekan, Pahang, yesterday. Nizar told the crowd that despite his predicament, Najib would want his supporters to rise above the challenges. He recalled the days following BN's defeat during the 2018 general election, where many speculated that it would mark the end of Najib's political career. However, he said this was not the case. On August 23rd, Najib was sent to jail for 12 years for abuse of power, criminal breach of trust, and money laundering. He also was fined 210 million ringgit as part of his sentence. He had filed a petition for a royal pardon on September 2nd, and his status as the Pekan MP would depend on the outcome of the petition. Meanwhile, Najib was escorted from the Kajang prison to the Kuala Lumpur General Hospital on Sunday for treatment. However, it still hasn't been made clear what he was being treated for. Former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak was hospitalized in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday. This was confirmed by his staff. However, the nature of his medical condition is unknown, but he is understood to be in stable condition. Najib's Special Officer Muhammad Mukhlis Maghribi told Malaysia Kini that he was still being treated at the Kuala Lumpur General Hospital. He also thanked the prison department and hospital staff for their cooperation. The Pekan MP began serving his 12-year sentence for abuse of power, criminal breach of trust, and money laundering on August 23rd. Najib has been jailed, so does this mean he has been disqualified as an MP? No, not yet. Najib Abdul Razak will remain the Pekan Member of Parliament for now. Dewan Rakyat Speaker Azhar Azizan Harun said Najib filed his pardon petition on September 2nd. This was well within the 14 days after his sentencing, as stipulated in the federal constitution. Azhar said now, the former Prime Minister will only lose his position as MP if his petition for a pardon is rejected. Azhar said this in a statement released today. Article 48 of the Federal Constitution stipulates that a person can be disqualified as an MP if they are convicted of an offence and sentenced to more than a year in jail and fined more than 2,000 ringgit. Rembau will not be defended by Khairi in GE15, and one Umno leader is worried that the party could lose a valuable asset. A Umno leader believes it would be a loss for Umno if Rembau MP Khairi Jamaluddin does not contest the 15th general election. This is according to Umno Supreme Council member Rizal Merican Naina Merican. This came after Khairi indicated he would be ceding Rembau to his division chief, Umno Deputy President Muhammad Hassan. So far, there is no replacement seat lined up for Khairi. Rizal said while Khairi may not always be right or perfect, he was still an important political asset to ensure UMNO's victory in GE15. Rizal added that the former UMNO youth chief could be a pull factor for first-time voters. Khairi, who has held the Rembau seat since 2008, said yesterday that in the worst-case scenario, he would not contest GE15. The health minister said he has been asked to find another seat to contest, but he does not want to encroach on others. However, Seremban Umno Youth has a solution in mind. The division youth chief Zul Amali Hussein suggested for Khairi to contest in Seremban. This is a seat that has traditionally been contested by MCA and is a DAP stronghold. The last time BN held Seremban was in 2004. Seremban is represented by DAP Secretary General Anthony Loke, who first won the seat in 2013. Speaking of parliamentary seats, Anwar still hasn't decided where he will be contesting. PKR President Anwar Ibrahim has yet to make a decision if he will leave his current Port Dickson parliamentary seat. When met at the sidelines while attending an event at Parliament today, Anwar said there were suggestions for him to contest in Tambun and a few other parliamentary seats. He said his friends in Port Dickson asked him to remain there, while Tambun PKR said they are ready for him to contest there. He said he will make an announcement once the matter is decided. He added that this depends on when the next general election is held. Anwar made a political comeback by being elected as Port Dickson MP during a by-election in October 2018. This was 5 months after securing a full royal pardon and being released from jail over his sodomy conviction. He held the Permatang Pau parliamentary seat between 1982 and 1999. The Tambun seat is currently held by Bersatu Deputy President Ahmad Faisal Azumu.
Rafizis' phone is still with the police after he was questioned. However, the IGP says it's not a form of intimidation.
The police have denied keeping PKR Vice President Rafizi Ramli's mobile phone as a form of intimidation. Commenting on the matter, Inspector General of Police Akril Sani Abdullah Sani said it was part of the investigation process. In a statement last night, the police chief said the device will be returned after the analysis and investigation are completed. Rafizi had been called to have his statement recorded on September 3rd to facilitate investigations over a statement that went viral on social media that allegedly slandered Minister Abdul Latif Ahmad. Akril Sani explained that the mobile phone with the SIM card was taken and kept by the police for digital forensics analysis. He added that the police were also investigating a police report lodged against Abdul Latif and his statement has been recorded. He also reminded the public not to make any speculation that could disrupt the investigations. Opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim urged the IGP in a media statement yesterday to stop pressuring and harassing Rafizi. This is after police seized his mobile phone while he was providing his statement regarding the allegations against Abdul Latif.
The Umno PAS love story may be over for Zahid Hamidi, but for PAS, they're still hopeful, and some in Umno are hopeful too.
Former Umno Secretary General Anwar Musa wants the party to work together with PAS in GE15. He said he closely followed PAS's Muktamar and the party made a strategic decision by declaring that it would continue cooperating with Umno and BN. According to him, PAS's decision should be seen positively. Anwar further urged the general election to be held as soon as Umno is prepared in all aspects. He also said Umno must conduct a detailed study to avoid past mistakes. He explained that Umno should not head into the election without completing this agenda, let alone go solo in the changed political scenario. PAS, in its recent Muktamar, unanimously agreed on championing the Malay Islam cause in the election, with Umno in its fold. Umno President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, however, recently said that the party would go solo in the election.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.